Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Kathleen Carter Bell, and I am a professional oboist and educator, and I am going to be giving you some tips and suggestions for preparing your Texas All-State Etudes this year. For a technical etude, we are assigned to play Ferling number 20. This is a fun one. While there are some tricky passages, it fits well within the oboist technique. I always start my etude preparation by thinking about what emotions I want to convey, and by looking at what the composer tells us to help us decide on those characters. The etude is in G minor, and it is marked allegretto, so nothing too extreme tempo-wise. We are told to play this at quarter note equals 96 to 104. The main element which helped me choose my characters in this etude are the memorable trills, which add some spice to the technical line. So my characters that I'm aiming for are spicy and intense with some added attitude with those trills. Throw that in for good measure. I would practice this without the trills at first and all slurred. This is to help make sure that we are using our support and keeping our airspeed up throughout. If we are off and on with our wind, it will be hard to play this seamlessly and it'll make the articulation sound stuck. Once you have the notes and the rhythms in a smooth line, then make sure to add the correct articulations back in and start slowly so that you can get it perfectly. Articulations in this one should be on the wind. This means that our tongue just rides on the air like a rock skipping over water, and that it doesn't interrupt, it's not overly heavy, it just is touching the tip of the reed lightly to create a somewhat legato articulation. If we blow individual puffs of air for each articulated note, the music will sound stuck, it will sound weighty, and that is not what we're going for in our overall characters. For the mixed articulation in this etude, we want to make sure that the last slurred notes aren't clipped off and that the rhythm isn't altered because of the articulation. This will make everything sound cleaner. For your phrasing, follow the shape of the musical line. Up is up and down is down. This etude sounds very wave-like, so just ride that. There are very few dynamics written in, so you may choose to add some crescendos and diminuendos strategically on your own. Again, following the shape of the line is very helpful for doing that. The trills are one of the trickier parts of this etude. Isolate them and make sure to practice with a metronome. Ideally, we'll get 2 little trills in there to help make it sound spicy. Add a slight space before the trill to help with clarity and make sure that they are coming on the beat. Remember that trills are an embellishment, so don't let them disturb the overall rhythm. I usually always push my students to use left F as much as possible, but in this etude, there are some spots where forked F will be handy, such as the first and second bars in line 4. Use whatever you feel the most fluid with in your technique. Surprisingly, the end of this etude ends in a piano dynamic, so make sure that you acknowledge that and add some shimmer and life to the last note to send it up and out.